What up, people? Academy League B Action Super Simulation Soccer League. Today, we got Everton versus City. City, many predicted was going to win the Academy League B. As a matter of fact, I remember Jake Ellis telling me, yo, man, it ain't fair that City's in Academy League B because they're just going to run away with the division. Oh, really, Jake? Oh, really? City has started what we like to call 0-3. That's right, 3 losses. Their last loss coming at the hands of the Leeds team 4-0. That's right, 4-0. Erse whooping time. Leeds gave it to City. On the other side, Everton's coming in 2-1-0. Their last game, they had a win over Leicester 3-1 in week 3. As you can see on the screen, attacking goes to City, the mid goes to Everton, and defense is tied on paper. We're going to have Everton sporting the home blues, and then we'll have this ray of sunshine, the alternate uniforms for Man City. So let's talk a little bit about City and their garbage play of late. Manager Aruna is going to have to step it up with some managerial decisions here because, like I said, City is playing like liquid garbage right now. Marshy's got a couple of goals. He's looked good. Ocampo and Sujan have a couple of assists. Other than that, they're garbage. They got to step it up. Landon Hardeman's going to have to stop letting balls in the back of the net, right? He's going to have to start making some plays. So Goodison Park, evening match here. On the flip side, though, Manager Blake's got a solid squad over there in Everton. We've got a player making his debut today, Kyle Ellis, playing at left mid. He's naturally a left forward, so it'll be interesting to see how he performs at left mid. But he's brand new. Welcome to the league, Mr. Ellis. Hope you have a good debut game. You got to think Everton's got Rao, team of the month. He's solid. Debut players. You got Leo Smith. You got solid players at Everton. And let's take a look at them. Corrick in the keeper spot. In the back, Reeves, Totoshini, the captain, McGrath, and Sideshow Bob. In the middle, we got Ellis, Pelger, and Smith. We've got Rao, Van Stratton, and who was that? Amplet. So there's Smith. There's Ellis. Ellis making his debut. I got to tell you, if I got to put money on this game, it's going to have to be Everton with the way they've been playing versus what City's been doing. But here's City. Landon, keeper. In the back, Steinhauer, Sheely, Stanley, and Dunkley. Dunkley still looked good, even though they've stank. Walsh and Banderi in the middle. Ocampo, Lamb also up top. And then you've got Marshy and Damaso Rosales in this 4-2-2-2 playing up top. Damaso Rosales, the Mexican national, at captain. So Shuzan Banderi looking to help lead this City to their first victory of the season. Heck, I'm pretty sure they'd be completely okay with getting a point out of this game with the way they've been playing. Fans are ready here at Goodison. Let's kick this ball off. Everton in the home blues, and then the rainbow alternate uniforms for City as we open this game up. Amplet at the top of your screen. Smith goes deep to start this game to Rao. Rao tried to keep it in, but could not. Brandon Dunkley was there putting pressure on. These uniforms look like a package of Starburst. I don't know if you fans outside of the United States know what Starbursts are, but they're flavorful candies that come in all different rainbows of colors. Ball into Smith. Smith tried to look like he was going to take a shot, but solid defense here by City. And that's what City needs in this game, guys. They need solid defense. They have looked pretty porous. I was joking on Landon earlier in the game, but Landon really hasn't had much of a chance to stop a lot of these shots. A lot of these shots have been wide open tap-ins or blasts from point-blank range. So not a lot of fault laying on Landon in this beginning of this season, but definitely that porous City defense. Scott Lamb with the ball here. Lamb's another high potential guy in this league. I expect him to have a long storied career in the Premier League if he stays healthy. Banderi with the ball. Damaso playing a little back here. Now he cuts in. He's into the box. He's got some room. Passes it over to Marshy. Marshy didn't get much on it. Marshy was looking for goal number 3, and he got absolutely zero. Easy played there by Corrick, who plays it towards midfield. Banderi back to Lamb. Lamb with the first heavy touch, but puts it back into Marshy. Marshy's back in the box again, looking for the pass. There's a header, and into the back of the net. The Rainbow Warriors and Damaso Rosales, the Mexican national, who's also the captain of this team, puts one in the back of the net with a lovely, absolutely delightful header. Doink. Not much Cork can do on that. Just such a finesse shot from the head there, right in to the corner pocket by an inch or two. City jumps on Everton early, and that's what leaders do. When they're struggling, the leaders come out and lead people to victory. 1-0 here early in the 11th minute. Man City has the lead over Everton here at Goodison Park. Speaking of Rosales, Rosales is one of those guys. We talk about him a lot. He's a big kid, 6 foot, needs to put some weight on. He weighs about 150 right now. But he's going to be a prolific goal scorer. He played at Sligo, won the cup, had some success there, scored a goal against Fenn, scored a goal against the Bohemians, and already has a goal for City here earlier this season against the Arsenal Academy, where he put one in the back of the net. But in order for City to be successful, they've got to get some output out of Giovanni Ocampo. He's been sort of missing in training. He's kind of had a bad attitude on the pitch, but they keep playing him. They'll have to see if he's going to move, he's going to grow. But, man, he has just been lights out when he's been on the pitch. He's got 7 career goals and 9 career assists. He was absolutely lights out in the Irish League. I mean, the guy had a pair of goals against St. Pat's. He had a goal against St. Pat's again the next time they played him. He scored against Shamrock. He put in 2 against Fenn. He put in 1 against the undefeated Derry team. I mean, the guy is just prolific. So far in his English career, he's had mainly just assists, locking down 4 assists, a couple in the preseason. He's got a couple here in league play. Sideshow Bob, speaking of Ocampo, just absolutely knocked Ocampo down. Ocampo looks a little injured here. Not looking good for him. He's still struggling over there. We'll have to see if that injury is going to affect him and if he's going to stay in the game. He still looks rough out there. Didn't really catch what had happened, but I saw him picking himself off the ground. 22nd minute here. Ocampo's still laboring here. Raul's got the ball. Nice touch into Ellis. Ellis with one of his debut touches here dumps it out to Reeves. There was a stink about Ellis. Everton's manager bid pretty high on Ellis. Was in a bidding war against Aston Villa for his services. Ended up winning his services. And then there was a question as to whether or not Ellis was going to start on the bench. High-paid player starting out on the bench probably wouldn't resonate well with the fans. Starburst in the box. Banderi, Lamb, back to Banderi. Back sneaks it into Lamb. Is the flag up? Flag stays down. No, flag is up. Another late call. Lamb got in there a step early, then banged one off what looked to be 2 posts, which is quite impressive. But back to Ellis. There was a little bit of a battle there, and I think manager Blake decided that if he was going to pay that much for Ellis, he was going to put him in the starting lineup and try to quell some of those issues that may have been arising between managers and between fans. In the end, I think it was the right decision by manager Blake to put Ellis in. Glad to see him in there making his debut. Nobody wants to sit the bench. No active player, nobody who loves this sport and loves this league wants to sit the bench. So it's nice to see someone who's brand new getting an opportunity, just like we saw in the first game. Nice little cutoff by Corrick. In the first game, we saw James Hamilton of the Spurs make his debut in front of longtime player Jack Thompson, who has been nowhere to be found of late. So, you know, he's pushing getting the dreaded asterisk. And because of that, Spurs manager Farmer decided to give Hamilton a shot, bought him in the free agent bidding, and Hamilton had a great game in a 0-0 draw earlier on today. But here's Lamb and Dunkley. Dunkley's one of those guys that could be a future captain of this squad. If I had to take a guess, he probably is one of the highest potential backs in this league. He will be a star. Steinhauer with the ball. Steinhauer's in the back. He's moved from the midfield because they're looking for a little more physicality in that back line. Ball centered, cleared out. Nice job by Todashini to get that ball out of there for Everton. And now Rouse at the bottom of your screen with some space here. Nice little pullback back to Reeves. Reeves to Ellis. There's a ball into Van Straten. Van Straten's one of those guys that's going to need to step up too. He had a goal, I think it was last week. Looked pretty good. Had a couple of call-outs by the manager, but responded. So DVS is going to need to keep responding and keep getting better so that he can lead this Everton team to some titles. Ball into Marshy. Marshy chases it down but can't get to it. Scott Lamb's been a pretty solid player overall for City. He's got a goal in a league matchup against Arsenal. He scored against United. He had a couple assists in the Irish League. He came into the Irish League a little late after it already started, but logged a couple of assists in a really great game against undefeated Derry. But I like him. He always wants to play. He always wants to be on the pitch, and that's really all you can ask for in this league is for a guy who's passionate about the league and passionate about being on the pitch. Steinhauer with the ball. Ocampo up top playing a little bit of catch. Looks like this one's going to go into halftime with City leading by a goal. Good news for City fans who desperately need 3 points. And if they can pick up 3 points on the road here at Goodison, that would be even better. Rao drags it back. Reeves tried to get it in. It looked like Ellis couldn't get it in there. And back come Lamb. Lamb's got some room here. Ref's going to let him play here. Time's got to be coming close, and there's the whistle. If Lamb had gone straight into the box, I think they would have let him play. But nonetheless, teams are heading into the locker room here. There's Rosales, your captain. He has the only goal of this game. %59%. Pretty solid effort overall here by City. Pretty much controlling this game from the first whistle. We'll see if they can hold this lead here in the second half. Team Starburst starts it out. Walsh with the ball back to Marshy. One of my favorite players in the league has to be Daniel Todashini. I mean, he's just got one of the sweet mullets. He's got the tan skin. He's the captain. He's the center back. He's a big guy. He's about 6 foot, 200 pounds. I mean, that's a big boy to be back there in the backfield. He's strong. He doesn't seem to get winded. He's running around. He's got a pretty high work rate for being back there at CB. Has yet to get on the board with a goal or an assist, but I have a feeling that that's going to be coming. Ball in here to Rosales. Nice pass upfield. Rosales looks like he's got some numbers here, Ocampo, but they're really having a slow build-up. allowing Sideshow Bob to get in there. Nice play by Sideshow Bob, but turns it over quickly. Marshy puts it in the net. Oh my gosh, what a pass. Sideshow Bob gives up the ball. He did a nice, great job getting that ball stolen away, but then it got taken right back from him. I think he got a little lackadaisical. Ball gets stolen away. Beautiful cross. Finds the head of Marshy. And there's nothing you can do on that ball. Korg looked like he was in pretty good position, but the ball was really already past him. Totoshini let that ball get in. Marshy should have never had an opportunity. Campo with the pass, Marshy with the put away. Back to Totoshini. I don't know if he picked up that ball in time, but he definitely should have beat Marshy out for that ball and headed it out of there. Nonetheless, City takes a commanding 2-0 lead here at Goodison. Just happened to see the no room for racism signs flashing on the board, and we take that seriously here. Ball into Van Straten. Probably had a few more steps that he could have taken before putting one off. Easy play by Hardiman. Hardiman keeps the clean sheet intact here in the 57th minute. Beautiful pass into Van Straten right there. I don't know if Van Straten didn't realize he had a few more steps he could have taken before launching, but launched it very quickly and didn't get much on the ball. But back to the no racism. The Super Simulation Soccer League takes racism very seriously. And as you know and you've seen across the things that we've talked about, we don't have any room for racism here. This is a family-friendly environment. Ball into Smith. Smith takes a quick shot. Not sure what the pressure is on these Everton forwards, where they're taking shots a little bit too quick here. They're probably just getting a little antsy. Some anxiety starting to come in here. Smith puts that ball way wide. But again, this is a family-friendly league. It doesn't matter how old you are. It doesn't matter what color skin you are. Doesn't matter what your sex is. You're welcome here. And if anybody treats anybody less than welcoming, that's going to be grounds for expulsion. While I realize that there are going to be arguments when you have a community this big, we're all got a big family. There's going to be arguments every once in a while. But as long as that the arguments are fair and don't involve any intolerance of some of those, that flag's going to go up here on this one. Wow, they kept the flag down. Ball into the box, and geez, I cannot believe that flag didn't go up. He definitely looked offsides, but Leo Smith cuts in. We have 3 goals in this game, people, and 3 headers. Another brilliant cross. Flag stayed down on that call right there. Definitely thought that the flag should have gone up, but beautiful cross. Not much anybody can do on that. Great positioning here. Steinhauer's trying to get in on that, just couldn't. Landon Hardiman was trying to go low. Ball went high. Everton cuts the lead in half. Leo Smith. Great play. But as long as you can have intolerance, right? You can have an intolerant argument, but you can have disagreements, but we're not going to accept intolerance when it comes to race, religion, sexuality, age. We're just not. And so it's just kind of a public service announcement since I saw the no racism signs popping up here at Goodison. Rosales with the ball. This game has gotten exciting here of late. Domination by Man City early. Everton has put one in the back of the net here. Lamb tries to put one in. Nice job by Pelger. Clears it out. Back comes City with the ball. Walsh. Walsh has been pretty steady back there today, feeding a lot of nice passes. Here's the ball into Banderi. Banderi loves shooting this ball, but passes it to Lamb. Lamb takes the shot. Nice block. The rebound comes right back to Lamb, and Lamb puts it back in. And you can already hear the fans at Goodison who thought their team was back in this game. But Lamb, beautiful pass by Banderi. Lamb takes the shot. Totoshini was there. Just unfortunate bounce there for Everton. It comes right back to Lamb. And Korek couldn't get a hand on it. And the ball wrinkles the back of the net. 3-1 City here on the road at Goodison. Scott Lamb at the 71. Big goal for City. Again, City is 0-3. They've got 3 straight losses to open up league play. They desperately need this win in order to maintain some sort of positivity moving forward, and they're playing very, very well today. Everton's not playing poor. They've looked pretty good. It's just that City has taken advantage of their opportunities. 73rd minute. Everton could use this midfield to try to get over and control the ball. They're starting to really lose the possession game here. Walsh. Like I said, Walsh has done really good job here. So is Banderi. Walsh feeds it into Rosales. Rosales loses control. Sheely giving chase, but it's going to go out of bounds. 77th minute. Getting our first sub here for Everton. Pelger is going out. Lewis Atkinson is coming in. Lewis hasn't looked good in training, hence the reason why he is on the bench. Pelger has looked pretty good in training. But Atkinson's going to try to come out here, burn off some stamina, see if they can get Everton back in the game in the last few minutes of this game. Steinhauer with the ball. Lots of space. Atkinson pacing him down. Steinhauer with the pass. Ocampo was looking for a cross. Not sure why he was crossing it there. Sideshow Bob controls it back to Reeves. Reeves has looked pretty steady back there. Back out to Rao. Everton's on the break here. They've got some numbers. Long ball into Atkinson. Atkinson, I don't know why he did that. He had an opportunity to control the ball in the box. Decided to do a one-time flick over to what looked to be Amplet charging in. But a lost opportunity there for Everton because Everton had the numbers. They had men in the box. And here comes Lamb again. Lots of room up top. This game is really opening up here. Dumps it back to Dunkley. And you can see that they're going into safe mode here. Rosales turns it over. And back comes Sideshow Bob here as Marshy tracks him down. Van Straten. Ellis gives the long ball to Rao. Was Rao on? Flag stays down. Again, not sure what Rao was doing. Gets the ball to Amplet. Atkinson dumps it in. And they're going to... They maintain possession here. Ellis, nice feed into McGrath. Rao dumps it in. He's got a man in the back of the box, and Smith heads it, and there it is. 88th minute. Smith runs over there, quickly grabs the ball. Another header. This game is a game of headers. But another beautiful cross. Smith just out-jumps his man. Great positioning. Smith posts up and dumps one in. Pass Hardiman. 3-2. City holds a lead. Leo Smith again, 89th minute. Some late fireworks here to try to make this game competitive. We're about to head into stoppage time. We are in stoppage time.
There will be a minimum of 3 minutes of added time.
Everton's got to find a way to get the ball away from City here. They're playing a little back, almost to concede this game, but they need to step up and grab this ball. Try to have one more rush. There it is. Great defense there. Smith needs to play this ball up. Ellis plays it back. Not sure why. Time is drawing to a close. Totashini's going to have to look for a man up to try to keep this whistle from blowing. Rao's got the ball, dumps it off, and there's the whistle. Not sure what was taking Everton so long to try to build up some play, but they're going to take a big fat L at Goodison Park. Shaking their heads as they come off the field, but a huge win for City. I was wrong. I really thought Everton was going to win this game. But City comes in and steals 3 points, a massive 3 points for the Citizen fans. Everton will leave this disappointed. This is their first loss in league play. They'll drop to 2-1-1. And City will move to 1-0-3. There are your goal scorers. Smith with a brace. Rosales, Marshy, and Lamb all put one in for City, leading them to victory. Fun game. Kyle Ellis makes his debut. Looks pretty good. Leo Smith pretty much dominates the whole game for basically Everton. But it wasn't enough. You could score a brace, you can score a hat trick, but you can still lose. Smith puts a couple of headers in. Marshy puts a header in. And City takes 3 points on the road. So let's take a quick look at the stats. As you can see over there in the corner, possession 62%. 62%. That's a lot of possession in this game. That's a lot of possession in the game and still giving up 2 goals. So kudos to Everton for trying to keep themselves in this game. So let's look at the match ratings. Leo Smith, obviously, 8.6. Looked good. Kyle Ellis, look at him, 8.2. You could tell he was moving the ball really well in the midfield. Gotta like what he did on his debut. So congratulations to you, Mr. Ellis, on a fantastic debut game. There's your goals, 2 for Smith. Your assists, Ellis picks up his first career assist. And our Team of the Month man, Ian Rao, picks up an assist. Shots on target, Smith with a pair. Here's your passes. Look at Ellis's work in the middle, 22 of 23. Van Straten, 15 of 15. Dribbles, Ellis again, 18 of 19. Good work back there, my friend. Amplet looked good. Totoshini, not much work back there. Crosses, tackles, 2 for Totoshini. Saves Quirk with a pair. Let's look at the winners. Cole Marshy, man of the match. Ocampo looked good. Walsh looked good. Banderi, man, look at all these 8s. A lot of people touching the ball. A lot of people doing good things. Their goals, Rosales, Marshy, and Lamb. Your assists, Marshy, Banderi, and Ocampo. Shots on target. Passes. Look at the passes. Look at, man, Banderi and Walsh just controlling the midfield. 42 of 45, 48 of 49. Wow, that's a lot. It's a lot of ball movement in the midfield. There's your dribbles, 41 of 41 for Walsh, 31 of 31 for Banderi. Man, whew. Lots of work there, guys. Good work, Banderi and Walsh. Crosses completed, who cares? Tackles, decent work there. Dunkley got a tackle. And there's one Hardeman save. So, City takes 3 points, gets their first win of the year at Goodison against the Toffees. Thank you for tuning in. This is Joe Chapman of the Super Simulation Soccer League. Again, I appreciate you guys being in this league. It means a lot to all of us. Make sure you get over there and get your points, your October growth points added, so that it's 25 points on the line, guys and gals. It's 25 points. That's a lot, so don't miss this opportunity to grow your player, and appreciate everything you're doing for the league. Make sure you get on the site and get those points done. Thanks.